what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Tuesday, March 7th edition of Good Morning Vail. This is a live shot of Lion's Head first thing this morning. Now, you can see at the very tippy top of that mountain, there's a little bit of sun starting to make its way out, and we are going to see just a little bit of sun throughout the course of today, maybe a little bit of cloud coverage, but we'll talk about that here in just a moment. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. Now, we've got some very fun national holidays to celebrate today. The first one being National Cereal Day. So if you love just the easiest breakfast food in the whole wide world, cereal, well then today's a great day to enjoy some of it. It's also National Sportsmanship Day and Unique Names Day. So if you know anyone who has one of those names that's just a little bit different, well then congratulate them and celebrate them a little bit more today. Now we've got a great show in store for you for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. Of course, we're going to give you a look at that local weather forecast, that resort report, tell you exactly what's taking place up on our mountains. But then we are also going to introduce you to CC Zach from Good Day Vail, the wonderful people from TedxVail. And if you've not heard about all the programs that they're bringing to life here in our community, well then we can't wait to show them to you. Then Eagle County 4-H, its annual Rocky Mountain Oyster Fest is coming back, and so we've got some of the 4-H participants coming into the studio to give us some more information on how you can participate, maybe in 4-H, but also in the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fest. And if you don't know what those are yet, well then I cannot wait for them to explain it to you. Now let's talk about some great activities that we have taking place in and around our community. If you're looking to get out there and do something first thing this morning, well then you can go do a guided meditation with Anahata, and this is donation based. All of the proceeds are going to the Heart Fund, and once those go to the Heart Fund, it's going to help people who may not have the resources to afford yoga the chance to enjoy and just take in all of the benefits that yoga has to offer. So you can go to their website, anahata.com, for more information. Now, if you're looking for something else to do, maybe to move your legs just a little bit more and learn at the same time, well then you can make your way over to the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens, as they are doing a guided snowshoe tour this morning, and it is for the tree trail. It's going to kick off at 10:30. It's a $10 entry fee, and you can go to Betty Ford Alpine Gardens website, and that way you can see all the information, but you can register online. It is a beautiful place right there next to Vail, so if you have not yet explored it, well then we highly recommend that you do so. They have a really cool conservation that they do there, so just learning about all of the things that they do for our community is wonderful, so make sure that you check that out. Now, if you maybe want to shift gears, you want to do something that has some jewelry involved, well then you can make your way over to Squash Blossom, as they've got a personal appearance and a trunk show taking place today. Now, it is Sarah Graham that you'll be meeting, and she has some incredible works of art, and Squash Blossom is just such a wonderful place to go. They carry such unique pieces and such unique artists, so make sure that you go check that out. Now, if you are into learning and lots of learning, well, then you can make your way over to CMC later this afternoon, kicking off at 1 to 3:30 for the nonprofit learning series, The Key to Charting Your Course in 2023. This is brought to you by the Vail Valley Partnership, and you can go to Eventbrite's website. That way you can register online, but this is a free activity and open to the public. That way you can just kind of start working on your real goals for 2023 for the remainder of the year. Now, Walking Mountain Science Center has two great programs taking place tonight. So if you're looking to maybe sit inside, be a little bit warm, and kind of just relax, well then you can go to their Sustainable Film Series. This one is a reflection, A Walk with Water. It's going to kick off at 6:30 p.m. at the Riverwalk Theater. Now, this is free to the public. You can go online to register, and you can just go to walkingmountains.org. That way you can see all of the information and you can participate. Now, this is something that they do monthly for you to just get all this great information and really learn about what's taking place with our planet. Now, we've had a beautiful moon. If you've not yet been out to see it for the last couple of days, well then we highly recommend that you do so. And a great way to experience that is also through Walking Mountains Science Center with their Lunar Snowshoe Experience. Now this is a $35 fee to participate. They do want you to go online and register in advance, but it's going to kick off at 7 p.m. tonight. And this is just a fun way to get out there, not only learn, but to meet new people. So if you're looking for something fun to do that maybe it's going to help you move your legs, well then this is a perfect way to get outside and explore around our wonderful community. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast so you know what to expect throughout the course of today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up. We saw those warmer temperatures yesterday. It was beautiful out there. If you did not get out to see that sunshine, well then we highly recommend that you do so. 28 degrees is our high, or 28 degrees is our low. 42 degrees is our high. Mostly sunny skies. Now we will see a little bit of cloud coverage throughout the course of today. Winds coming out of the west, southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour, which is going to make that 42 degrees feel just a little bit chillier than it actually is. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that beautiful sunshine first thing this morning. Mostly sunny skies throughout the course of this afternoon into this evening. We will see a little bit of cloud coverage roll through like we did yesterday. Now as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver slightly cooler than up here in the high country. 40 degrees in Denver. They're going to see a little bit more cloud coverage. 42 in Vail, 42 in Avon, 44 in Eagle. Mostly sunny skies here in Eagle County, so that nice little high pressure system sitting above us right now. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 17 degrees is our overnight low. Mostly clear skies, winds slightly shifting directions coming out of the south, southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So that slight breeze that we're going to see all day, it's going to decrease a little bit as we approach this evening. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, high of 42, 20% chance of precipitation. As we continue into the week, we will see some increased chances of moisture coming our way. On Thursday, 20% chance of precipitation, 32 degrees is the high. Now cloudy skies, 50% chance of moisture. Then by Saturday, 70% chance of precipitation. Snow is likely, those temperatures remaining a little bit warmer, and that's going to continue into Sunday with a 40% chance of morning snow on Sunday. So if you are getting out there this weekend, just be prepared for that snowfall and give yourself that extra travel time. Now let's take a look at what's going on with our resorts.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at what's happening up on our resorts. If you are getting out there to explore on Beaver Creek Mountain, no new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. With that season total still remaining at 256 inches with a 58-inch base depth. Now, if you are planning to explore on Beaver Creek, well, then early bird gets the worm as you can start your morning at 8:30 a.m. and you can continue until 3:30 p.m. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open, 25 lifts are open, 163 trails are open, and 98% of that terrain up on Beaver Creek Mountain is open for you to get out there and explore. As we take a look at Vail, no new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. That season total still sitting at 276 inches with a 70-inch base depth. Now, if you are getting out to ski or ride up on Vail Mountain, well, then you can start your morning just a little bit later with that 9 a.m. start and that 3:30 end time. As we take a look at what terrain is open on Vail Mountain, 33 lifts are open, 275 trails are open, and 100% of Vail Mountain is open for you to get out there and explore and have a ton of fun. And we highly recommend that you do so, and especially on those days when that sun's going to peek out like it is today. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this resort report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for any of your sport needs, well, then they're your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to introduce you to Cece Zach from Good Day Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. We always talk about all of the great programming that we do here at TV8 and on Channel 92. Well, we've been talking a lot about Good Day Vail, brought to you by CC Zach, and I've got CC Zach joining me on the couch this morning to talk about all of the wonderful things she's been doing here in our community. Good morning, CC.
Good morning, Maddie. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming in, spending some time on Good Morning Vail instead of Good Day Vail, a nice little switch up.
I love it. I just love working with you all, and I love Good Morning Vail. It gets me up in the morning and pumped for the day.
Which is what we love to hear, because that's kind of the purpose. But you have this new show that you've worked so hard on developing and bringing to life to help people really make sure that they're living their best lives here in the mountains. And so what was the inspiration behind it?
Well, thank you for asking, because I, as a new resident in town, new single resident, found it very difficult to find my community, to find the things that I'm passionate about and live my own best life authentically. And I was like, wow, if I'm having an issue doing this and I can't find things that I enjoy doing or people I like hanging out with routinely, I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I started doing some research about different topics of things that I like to do, whether it's pickleball or working out or just even getting a facial, where to go to get a facial,
right,
or my hair dyed. I really struggled to find the best resources out there. So one thing led to another, and you know, I figured since I'm having that issue, there's other people that are having that issue. So I wanted to bring that information to people publicly so that they have eyes and ears that they can trust and go research new fun things for them as well.
Which the coolest part about the show, I think, is that you are experiencing all of these things yourself. So before you're talking about it, before you're bringing it onto the show and making this statement of like, hey, here's how you can get involved in volunteering, or here's how you can get involved in maybe some great mezcal at some of the local restaurants, and all of these wonderful things that you've been taking us on all of these great adventures doing, you're trying them first so that you know that it's going to be a productive and useful way for people to use this as a resource.
Yes, and in some instances maybe not, because I did an entertaining episode, and one could argue that I'm not necessarily the entertainer. So I did it to also learn as well. So it's been a lot of fun to bring the things that I find joy in, but it's also been a lot of fun to be curious about different things. And as the show progresses, you're going to see me get really out of my comfort zone into things that I never thought that I would be interested in. One is knitting. I just did an episode on knitting, and I can't wait to try it. Another one that's top of mind for me, too, is skinning. I have never skinned before, but I need to get out there. And what better way for me to get out there is to find someone that's passionate about it and find an expert here in the Valley, get the two of them on the show, and it will inspire me to do it as well. Hopefully others.
I cannot wait for you to get out there and do it. It's a ton of fun. I do it with my giant dog all the time, and so it's one of those things that's really fun to do. It's very athletic, and it's one of the many reasons we live here, so I look forward to that episode. Now, as someone who grew up in Vail, I watch your show because I love it, and sometimes I get to be on the shoots with you and be there and participate, and I've learned so much. Like, I got the joy of learning how to paint Christmas ornaments.
And I did too. That's another one that was totally out of my comfort zone. And if anyone ever watches that show, I'll talk a lot about my lack of creativity, and I can only draw a stick figure. But I walked out of there with 3 acrylic painted ornaments just because someone put the time and effort into educating me. And that's all it takes, is just a few people in the Valley that are experts to give you some information on how to do something. And the next thing I know, you create something beautiful, or you experience something beautiful, and then it becomes part of your life. I mean, there's another one too that's high in my mind, and I don't own a Jeep. But Jeeping, there's a Vail Jeeping Club. Did you know that?
No, but I do own a Jeep, so I should
there you
know
go.
that.
So maybe you should come on the show with me when we get the Vail Jeep Club together. So
seriously,
yeah.
I've owned a Jeep for like 8 years. How did I not know about this?
Well, and that's the beauty of the time that I have now to really research the things that I just find, really stimulating.
Right.
I'm a curious person by nature, and so I'm trying not to leave any rock unturned in this valley as I network and meet people and try new things.
which I think is so cool. And I think it's so cool that we've created this platform for you to speak so publicly and so openly about your transition into coming to our valley, which we're so grateful to have you here. And we're so grateful for all the adventures that you do get to take us on, because it is a ton of fun. And not only are you helping people find their community, but you're also bettering people's lifestyle choices. Now, you had an episode where they came on and talked about plant-based living and how it can help with some health issues. And so you're really helping people find maybe those little niches that they're missing in their life.
And that's what my goal is that little niche. You know, if it's one positive tip that someone can take out of each show, I think that we here at TV8 Vail have done our job, because we really are a community TV station now. And we're here trying to help everyone just become a part of this community. So thank you for bringing that up, because if it's just one little smidgen of a tip someone can take away, then I know I've done my job, and I know the station's done their job.
I've learned so much. I didn't know that I had to throw peanut butter away because it was going to release toxins that were like super poisonous. And so you're doing such a wonderful job. Now, if anyone is maybe looking to move to the community, although you bring a lot of great information, what piece of advice would you give them as they're coming in and trying to make their house a home here?
Watch Good Day Vail, but start your mornings with Good Morning Vail so that you know what to do during that day, because the beauty of Good Morning Vail, too, is that you tell us what's happening in the valley instantaneously, and so watching your show will also help you get that little tidbit. But I know that for me, the best thing was just getting out there and participating in everything, whether I'm doing it with one person, whether I'm doing it myself, or I'm doing it with a group of people. For instance, last night, I just went by myself to Villar to see the Mountain film, which was a Telluride film that they showed at the Telluride Film Festival. Mm-hmm. And I went by myself, and there wasn't a single seat empty, and I had the most exhilarating experience watching these 8 vignettes of a film. And so that's just my one little tidbit of getting out there and doing something on your own.
Well, there's a lot of fun things to do. Cece, thank you so much for coming in, chatting with us, and thank you for doing the hard work for the new people in our community, because we always want to welcome them with open arms, but sometimes you just have to find that perfect little spot to be, and I feel like you do such a good job to bring all those little spots to life.
Well, Maddie, thank you so much for having me on your show, and I look forward to the future with everything that we bring to the whole community. So have a great day.
I look forward to it too, and all the learning I get to do with you, because it's a ton of fun.
Well, it means the world to me, so thank you.
Make sure that you tune in to Good Day Vail. It plays Monday through Thursday right after Good Morning Vail, and it's a great show, and you're not going to want to miss it. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our heated lounge cars. View snow-capped mountains. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
8-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see that sun make its way out. 28 degrees around 8 a.m. A high of 42. Mostly sunny skies throughout the course of today. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So we are going to see that slight breeze like we did yesterday, which is going to make that 42 degrees feel a little bit cooler than it actually is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that beautiful sunshine out first thing this morning. Mostly sunny skies around that 12 o'clock hour, continuing into that 4 o'clock hour. And then we will see clear skies overnight tonight. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just be prepared for that sunshine and do not forget to layer up your sunscreen. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, 40 degrees in Denver. They're expecting to see more cloud coverage. 42 in Vail, 42 in Avon, 44 in Eagle. Mostly sunny skies throughout Eagle County. So that slight high pressure system sitting above that I-70 corridor right now. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 17 degrees is our overnight low. Mostly clear skies, wind shifting directions coming out of the south, southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So also slowing down just a little bit. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 20% chance of precipitation. Warmer temperatures still hanging out, though. 32 degrees on Thursday, 20% chance of moisture. That's going to increase by Friday. 44 degrees with a 50% chance of precipitation. Now, by Saturday, we are expecting some heavy snowfall. 44 degrees, 70% chance of moisture. And then continuing into Sunday with that morning snow coming our way. 41 degrees is our high. So if you are getting out there today, make sure that you layer up your sunscreen, but then be prepared for that shift in the weather where we're going to start to see some more precipitation coming our way. We've had such a great snow year, and maybe you need to get your skis or board nice and tuned up. Well, then Sun and Ski Sports is the place for you to go, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. Now let's take a look at what goggle lens is going to be the best for a day like today.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now let's take a look at what goggle lens is going to be best for a day like today. If you're getting out there, well, we're going to see that sunshine making its way out. And so the goggle lens that I've picked for a day like today, when we might see a little bit of cloud coverage and you still want to be able to see out there, is this Oakley Flight Deck. And this has the Sage Gold Prism lens in it. The reason that I chose this goggle lens is when Oakley created the prism lens technology, they created it with a broad spectrum of light in mind, meaning that it can go from those kind of cloudy days to that beautiful sunshine day. And this is a great lens, especially if you're someone who has sensitive eyes, maybe your eyes are starting to get exhausted. Well, then this is a good goggle lens to protect you from those harsh UV rays, keep your eyes nice and safe. But then when we see that cloud coverage, it does have that nice little reddish purplish tint to it, which is going to act as a great contrast for when that cloud coverage is coming out. Now, if I flip this around, you can see on the inside of this goggle lens that it looks a little bit more red than anything else. Oh, you can't really see it because of that film in there, but it is a little bit more red tinted than anything else on the inside of that lens, meaning that when you're out there, it is going to help with that cloud coverage, but then those darker colors that are in that goggle lens are also going to help when that sunshine comes out. And this is a great goggle if you're just kind of looking for one goggle that you can wear most of the time. Another great feature is it is OTG, meaning over the glass. So it has this cutout right here, which is going to allow the arm of your glasses to sit in there, not push against your temples so hard, and then that way you can wear your prescription lenses if you need to. Maybe you're out of contacts and that's what you have to do to get out there. We're just happy that you're getting out there to enjoy the mountain. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for any optical needs, well then they've got you covered, and they've got 6 convenient locations throughout our community. If you are in the market for goggles, then we always highly recommend that you check out the Goggle Bar at the top of Bridge Street. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, but first we're going to take a look at that TV8 Visitors Bureau. We're really excited to introduce you to TV8's newest on-air segment. It's called the TV8 Visitors Bureau, and what that does is it helps you navigate getting around town from point A to point B, or find the restaurant you want to go to, or maybe even give you tips on where you should go for what kind of meal you're looking for. And right now we're here at the Avon Transit Center, where we're going to be giving you information on which bus you should catch depending on where you want to go, because there's a red line, a blue line, a skier and restaurant shuttle, and so there's a lot of information here. If you're staying down in Avon, the Avon Skier Shuttle will pick you up at so many great locations and get you up to Beaver Creek Mountain for you to enjoy skiing and riding up there. And the bus comes every 15 minutes to each stop, so therefore you can get to the mountain very quickly and efficiently. You can go to avon.org for more information in the entire bus schedule. Now, the EcoBus is an inter-county bus that can take you from Eagle to Vail and anywhere in between. Whether you're looking to go to Minturn or Eagle Vail, this is the bus that's going to get you from point A to point B. And for more information on that, you'll go to eaglecounty.us to see exactly the bus schedule that's taking place there. That's going to do it for this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I hope it helps you get from point A to point B, and it helps you navigate the bus system here in Avon just a little bit. We'll be back with more after this.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon, or learn more at sunandski.com.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day, weekdays.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're looking for a great place to come have lunch, well, Grill on the Gore is the place to be because they have an incredible soup buffet, and I'm standing here with the GM, Chris DeSove. Thank you so much for meeting me.
You're very welcome.
All right, let's talk about all the deliciousness because it smells amazing behind me.
It does. So in the wintertime, we're open 7 days a week, 11 to 3. We do 3 different soups every single day. Always have our signature bison chili. And we do 2 other delightful soups that we make from scratch daily. To go with that, as you can see right behind me, we have assorted breads, cowboy cornbread, chips, toppings, all the things that you can eat.
Which this is probably one of the biggest hidden gems that we have here in Vail. Not only are your views absolutely spectacular, but the ambiance here is amazing as well. And then of course you can get out there and hit the tracks and really earn your delicious food.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We're the little secret hidden gem over here in East Vail. Complimentary parking, you get away from the crowds in Vail. It's really just our secret. We have a couple of us here, all managers. It's probably the best service you're going to get anywhere. And the views are unbelievable. The Gore Range views right behind me here. I mean, it doesn't get better.
It does not get better than this. And as we were off camera talking about all of the delicious meals that you guys have to offer throughout the 3 soups, you really make sure that everyone is accommodated in what you're offering. Bringing that vegetarian option to the table is something that you don't get to see very often. And I know because I don't eat any red meat or pork, and so I always struggle. And to know that this hidden gem is literally not that far from my house, you guys could be my new favorite lunch spot.
Yeah, we always have a vegetarian option available every single day. To go with that, we do our best to accommodate as many soups gluten-free as possible. We do vegan soups, dairy-free. We try to hit all of those check boxes, so it's something for everybody no matter what.
Which I think is really important, and in the location that you guys are, the views, like we said, are breathtaking, and you can see the Gore perfect, which is, I'm sure, where you get the name from.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and I mean, if you look out this window, I don't think there's a better view anywhere, and it's just, I don't know, every day I look out the door and it's happy, it's good.
It's super happy, and not only this, but you guys do have this beautiful bar where people can come and enjoy a cocktail after they maybe get out there and do some skiing on the tracks.
Absolutely. To go along with our soup buffet, we have a full signature cocktail list, hot cocktails, cold cocktails, 8 different Colorado draft beers daily. We do our best to craft those cocktails to be specific for the season, using ingredients that we source here. Again, we use local products. I always use our 10th Mountain Manhattan as a good example. We use our 10th Mountain Spirits, which is local here from Vail, and it's just kind of a nice touch and just kind of a little salute to our troops and to what we do here in Vail.
Now, Chris, if you had to pick a favorite soup, and I know your chef is watching right now, so we're going to try not to offend him, but if you had to pick a favorite soup, which one would it be?
Actually, the one we have today, it's a butternut squash and jalapeno soup. Fantastic. It's vegan. It's so delightful, just a touch of spice with the jalapeno, but that's probably one of my highlights.
That sounds amazing. And then, of course, to pair it with something like the cowboy cornbread to just really bring that spice all together. If people have not come to eat here, I would highly recommend that they come and enjoy everything you have to offer.
Couldn't agree more. Everybody that comes in comes back. And I think that's just also a nod to our chef that does such a fantastic job, the service we provide, and again, just the ambiance and space we have here is fantastic. And really by changing the soups every day, it's something new and something great. So.
That way you can just come every single day, and the best part is complimentary parking right outside so people can pull up, come in, fill their bellies, and it's an endless buffet.
Yeah, I don't think you can get that anywhere else in Vail, the Valley, really anywhere. And I mean, for $14, it's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. Thank you so much for taking the time. Now, if people want to come and enjoy some of your fabulous soups and your beautiful scenery, where are you guys located?
We're located at the Vail Golf Club and Nordic Center, so we're just a mile east of the village. Really close, easy drive. You can take a bus if you don't have a car. It's very accessible, and you can even see us right off the highway or off Frontage Road.
Chris, again, thank you so much for taking the time chatting with us and giving us all this great information.
You're very welcome. Nice to meet you.
Make sure that you come check out this incredible place. That way you can get some of their delicious food and fill your bellies after you have a nice, great day out there on the snow. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. If you're looking for a great way to not only learn about our community, but our environment and all of the wonderful things that really bring everyone together here, well then TedxVail is the place to go. And I'm sitting here with Kat Haber,
yes,
the organizer of TedxVail. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
It's my delight. Thank you so much, Maddie.
We love having you here, and you have quite the title here in our community, but you're taking this seat right now to be the organizer of TedxVail, which you guys are doing a lot of programs soon.
We are. We have March 26th, we have TedxVail Planetary Countdown, which is all about climate solutions. And then the youth in our valley from Vail Mountain School all the way to Eagle Valley High School will be producing their own event live at Battle Mountain High School on April 16th. And then May 7th, straight from the TED 2023 conference, we'll be curating a special group of TED Talks, latest ideas.
Which is so cool because it's such a way to expand your horizons and learn more. So if you're one of those people who sits at home, you have a curious brain, you like to read news articles, you like to see what's going on in our community, or especially the climate change thing, because this is something that so many people here in our community specifically are so devoted to making a difference. And so any tidbits of information they can get is such a wonderful resource.
Yeah, and these are solutions that are doable. They're about farming, they're about food, they're about the future, sustainability. We've curated a dozen talks from the 100 talks that I coached last November for TEDx Boston. We've curated the talks that are most relevant to our high mountain community here. And I think you'll be very pleased to participate not only in watching the talks, but to us what really counts is building an engaged community of solutionaries.
Which I think is so important, and especially because I mean, we all want to see this incredible snowpack continue year after year. We've had a great snow year this year, right? That's like the celebration for everyone. Our water's going to be pretty good this summer, and we want to continue to see that happen, but we have to start as the change. And so if you don't know yet how to be involved, this is just kind of a great learning process too.
Yeah, and we're so fortunate. We were the very first event in Vail Valley to be certified as actively green, and the kids have really taken that on and are continuing to analyze how they can reduce our own carbon footprint for our events. We have one live event a year, and the other 6 or 7 of them will all be online, mostly because we're trying to reduce our carbon footprint as we spread these great ideas.
Which I think is so wonderful, and what a great accomplishment you guys are making by reducing it so much. Now, if people are interested in coming to this event on March 26th, what else can they expect from it?
Well, they're going to see amazing visuals. They will be engaging with some of our TEDx Youth Vail speakers. So what I love about that is the intergenerational exchange of ideas. It's not always that easy to find people to have conversations with that you don't hang out in the same social group or the same age group or the same cultural surroundings.
I always think it's fascinating when someone can spark a conversation that can not only go through generations, but it can be with anyone, like you said, no matter the social class or your ethnicity, or this is just something that if you share the passion for our planet, then you can have that conversation so candidly, so openly, and you can express all of these wonderful things that you've just learned.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about regeneration in new and unusual ways that are very practical for up here in the mountains. We're talking about new types of technology that can aid us in being more connected as a community. It should be quite an interesting conversation March 26th, but if you can't make it with us online then, definitely make your reservation for TEDx Youth. Because they've been working since October, defining their ideas, creating their original visuals, crafting carefully their last lines for a call to action that they hope the community will embrace.
Which I think is so cool that our community is so devoted to our youth to give them such great opportunities. We have not only some of the best athletes that come out of our community, but it is such a unique opportunity to have this public speaking time for these kids, and especially as they're making their way into college and they're big parts of their life as they're making these transformations. And so we want to thank you guys for giving them the opportunity.
Thank you for being interested and showing up and giving us a chance to speak up about this amazing, well, what can I say? I've experienced tears on that stage. I've experienced people having their lives saved. We've had set designs that have been sold for $1 million to the W Hotel. Wow. So every part gets sparked differently each year.
Which I think is so incredible, and it's so incredible to have an organization like you guys in our community to bring all of these aspects to life, because I know that there's so many different topics being talked about at TEDx Youth, and it's just unique to hear these kids' experience, because we all have our perspective and we all grow into our perspectives, but to have someone with such a young, vibrant energy bring that different perspective to us really opens all of our eyes.
Yeah, it takes incredible courage to stand up in front of 500 people. They say that public speaking is one of the most frightening experiences you can have in your life. And these kids will have that skill set now to go throughout the rest of their life for whatever area they decide to become leaders in.
Now let's talk a little bit if people want to get involved, because the one that you guys are just about to do, March 26th, that's a great one for maybe someone who is passionate about the environment, or maybe works at Walking Mountain Science Center, or for the town of Vail, or for the town of Avon, to get involved and have their voice heard and have their perspective heard. So if that's something people are interested in doing, how can they do so?
Yeah, so we have if you're interested in being a speaker, there's a process on the TedxVail.com website. Go to participate, nominate, fill out the form, and we curate those continuously. If you want to be a partner, we would love that, because what we're trying to do is to bring these ideas to ground level right here. And if there's a business that's already involved in waste management or real estate development or banking, these are all partners that have been successfully co-creating with us in the past, and we love embracing the collaborations. Also, specific needs, we're looking for an accountant, a graphics person, and someone who's really committed to technology. We want to transfer as many of these skills directly to the kids so that they are able to use those going out there in business locally.
Which is so incredible. Kat, thank you again for coming in, giving us all this great information, and spending some time on the couch with me.
My pleasure, and thanks also to the town of Vail and Vail Symposium. Without them, we couldn't do what we're doing.
We're so grateful for all of the incredible organizations here, including yourself.
Thank you so much, Maddie.
Of course. Make sure that you check out TedxVail, only because they do such incredible things here in our community, and it's a great way to expand your knowledge horizons. Whether you just want to learn, get a new perspective, or whether you want to be involved, they've got you covered on all fronts. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to introduce you to Eagle County 4-H, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Eagle County 4-H has a great event coming up, and I'm so lucky because I'm joined by Traven and Bennett on the couch first thing this morning to give us some more information. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
I mean, I know it's kind of early to get up and be like TV ready, camera ready to sit on the couch with me, but I really do appreciate it. All right, let's talk about what grade you guys are both in.
I'm a sophomore in high school. And I'm a senior in high school.
And how long have you guys been doing 4-H for?
This will be my 8th year showing animals.
Wow.
This will be my 9th.
Wow, so you guys have been doing this for a really long time. Any highlights of your 4-H experience?
I've been showing lambs for 4 years now. Last year, I had a good year and I got to go to state fair, so that was really fun.
Lambs are so cute. I would just want to keep all of them as pets. My dog looks like a lamb, so I'm always like, you could just sleep in my bed too. How about you?
I've been doing steer for 5 years, and I don't really know a highlight I've had. Everything blends in together.
Right. Well, when you've been doing it for 9 years, it's easy to just like it almost becomes just like a hobby and like almost a career kind of after that.
Yeah.
Now, as you guys have been going through the 4-H program, you've participated in a lot of very fun events, one of which is coming up very soon, the Rocky Mountain Oyster Fest. You guys want to tell everyone what a Rocky Mountain oyster is?
So a Rocky Mountain oyster is a deep-fried calf testicle.
Yum. I heard someone here at the TV station said it tastes a lot like chicken.
It actually does, yes.
Yeah, that's what I think it tastes like.
I kind of think it more tastes like pork, honestly, but...
Interesting. So if people have never had one, this is the place to come to get them because they're made by the professionals at the 4-H Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival. So where can people find more information?
Online, we'll be meeting on March
18th
at 5 o'clock. We'll be in Eagle at the
Fairground Pavilion.
Fairgrounds, and it's really fun. Meet other people, get some good food. It's a great time.
Now, as people may be interested in participating in 4-H, have you guys met a lot of friends? Have you built a community through doing a program like 4-H?
Yeah, there's a lot of clubs you can do in 4-H, so you get to meet a lot of people in the clubs and learn about leadership and how to show animals, how to take care of animals. It's great to meet friends.
We've had different retreats with other 4-Hers around the state. We've met lots of other kids that all around the state made friends with. Get to see them every year at those retreats. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of my best friends show animals with me, so it's good. Really great way to connect with other kids in the valley.
That is a great way to connect with other kids in the valley, and especially because I feel like sometimes we're so spread out here, even though it's such a small community. There's kids that you don't meet. Like, I went to middle school here, and I didn't know that I knew one of these kids that works here at the TV station the entire time, which I think is such a cool way that you guys are getting more involved in the community. You're making way more friends, and you're getting these leadership skills, which is so important.
Yeah, it's been a good experience.
And so what extra clubs can you participate in? I heard there was an archery club, is that true?
There is shooting sports, yes.
Shooting sports, they provide all the guns, ammunition, which is great. We practice, I think it's every Wednesday out at the Gypsum Gun Club, and they let us have the whole gun club to ourselves, and it's a great way to learn how to properly use firearms.
I think that's so cool, and what a great learning experience that you guys get to participate in. And now, are you guys excited for the Eagle County Rodeo that's coming up since we're celebrating 140 years of Eagle County this year?
Yeah, we're always excited. It's our favorite week of the year, pretty much.
Do you participate in any of the events there?
I don't participate, but I do help behind the stage. So.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, that's a great learning experience as well.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
And so you don't participate in any of that?
Last year I helped out behind the chutes, getting everything ready back behind.
Nice. A ton of fun and a great way to be involved and then see how kind of everything works. Now, do you want to take anything that you're learning from 4-H and move forward in your career with it?
Lots of skills with money, learning how to, after we sell our animals at the end of the year, budget for the next year, paying for feed, our animals for the next year. It's a great way to even just learn business skills and how to deal with money.
We have to do a record book every year and turn it in, so we have to learn about how to keep good records on prices of feed and what we spent throughout the year and what we earned. So.
Which I think is so important and something I wish I would have learned when I was your guys' age. So congratulations on having that very successful leg up on a lot of people.
Thank you.
Now, if someone wants to get involved in 4-H, how should they do so?
You can go to the extension office in Eagle, talk to our extension agent, Jenny Leonetti. She's awesome, really helpful. And just find other 4-H members, ask them what they like about it, and figure out what animal you want, and come to Fair Week, and that's the best way to learn about it.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming in, giving us all this great information. One more time, if people want to participate in the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival, where can they buy their tickets, where can they find it, and when is it again?
So it's at the ERC in Eagle, and you go in and you pay there, and it's in March 18th at 5 o'clock. So.
Thank you guys so much again for coming here, giving us all this great information, and spending some time on the couch with me. It wasn't that bad, right?
No, not
It's great.
Make sure that you check out the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival. It's going to be taking place March 18th. You're not going to want to miss it. It's a great way to get out there and support our wonderful 4-H of Eagle County. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of Good Morning Vail. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and there's so many great, wonderful activities for you to get out there and enjoy in our community right now, and we love to get you in the know before you go. Make sure that you layer up your sunscreen because we are expecting to see that sun today. But get out there, everyone, and have a great Tuesday.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has